Well, hi folks, coming towards the end of September now, so it's about time I turned out my Sarpo potatoes. I can't see them being very spectacular, considering how badly all the rest of the spuds have gone. So there they are there. There's only 3 pots, so the Sarpo Blue Danube, and I was going to tip them out into the wheelbarrow, but as you can see we've had quite a lot of rain. That's just 2 days worth of rain, so it's put about 6 inches of rain down, so I'll just be tipping them out on the floor because I've damaged my elbow, so I don't think I'll be able to lift them up anyway. So we'll get those out, see what they are, see what they're like, and have a little look round, and then we'll see how they get on. Right then folks, here goes nothing. I'm being a bit optimistic with this thing, I must admit. I'm just going to tip them out onto these sheets. Thing is, I can see already some at the top, some big ones at the top, but unfortunately they're going to be green, so we can get rid of those. So we'll see how they are. Not expecting much. If they're like the early potatoes, there won't be anything at the bottom, but you never know, we shall see. Got one anyway. Probably hard to see because they are a purple potato or a bluish potato, and again not a thing at the bottom. The odd one. They're so dirty, these potatoes. The soil's so wet because it's rained that much. It's basically just like growing in mud. A bit rotten, that one, not unsurprisingly. So yeah, it's not looking too promising, but I didn't expect it at all. The main reason I grow these is basically just for Christmas dinner, because they make such a fantastic roast potato. They're so dry, they just make the best chips and roast potatoes you can imagine. Very hard to find. Look, they just look like lumps of soil. So yeah, it's following the same theme as the new potatoes. None at the bottom, a few at the top. So must have been down to the weather this year, because it was such a strange year this year, being really warm early on, possibly a bit too dry, and possibly me not watering properly in the dry spells. Some nice size ones though, I must admit that's a really nice size spud. Another one there, that's enormous for Sarpo Blue Danube. So yeah, so if they had been all the way to the bottom, that's a clunker. Look at that one, that's a belter. So if they had been all the way to the bottom, as I said, look at this soil, it's like mud, and that's 50% sand, that's how wet it's been. So yeah, again, once you get about 6 inches down, there's just nothing whatsoever. So, unsurprising due to what's happened earlier, but still pretty disappointing. So that's that. I only got 3 out of that one. So we'll tip the last one out. There probably will only be enough for Christmas dinner at this rate, but it doesn't matter. You live and learn. What I'll do next year, if it's the same sort of growing conditions, is just make sure I water them. I usually do water them well, but I've just been a bit remiss this year. So again, look, not a thing at the bottom, nothing whatsoever. And you get a bit lower down and you get a few, but like I said, very expected. Very disappointed. So yeah, as anticipated, not a very good crop. So I'll get these washed off anyway. I'll have a quick route through those. I'll get them washed off, show you what they look like, and then we'll have another quick look round the rest of the plot, show you how things are going. Well, right then folks, that's the entire crop from 3 pots this year. So not very good, but like I said, not unexpected. Some nice size ones. So basically nothing grew in the top in the bottom 2/3 of the pot, so I've got about 1/3 of the yield I would hope for. So basically that would probably, because I've grown 3 pots, that would probably what I would get normally off a proper yield, which wouldn't be too bad really. But yeah, mystery again, why nothing grew at the bottom in both lots of potatoes, but probably down to the weather one way or another. So that's the Sarpos this year. So we'll just have a quick look round, show you what else isn't going on. So into my brassic a bit, everything's growing well still. Red cabbages, taking a couple of those. Kale still powering along. The only thing that's happened now is that the Savoy cabbage got that big, they just exploded, and one of them's gone to seed. So I think there's one left that's takeable, but all the rest, because of the strange year, they just grew absolutely huge really early and just kept growing and just exploded. But at least with the red cabbage, they tend to just slow down this time of year, so they should be all right all winter. I'll just take those when I need them. One thing that has grown well so far are the turnips. I'll just get you in there, show you. Oh, some nice sized ones. I've grown them in modules of about 3 or 4. And there's loads of those, so they've done really well. They were grown where the peas were. There's a few little spring onions dotted about, so we should get a few of those for a while yet. I finished the first box of carrots. This is the one that had the mole in, and most of them were forked and fanged at the bottom where the mole had sort of mixed all the soil up and ruined the roots. So I've got a couple more boxes of those left, so there's about 30 of those, and I've got a few more growing, so should be carrots to be taken all winter. So into the polytunnel, which has been flooded with the water, with the rain, so not a lot in here now. I've taken all my shallots and onions home. Just planted a few little spring onions in there, they should overwinter. Still got some cucumbers coming. Plant looks a bit unhealthy, but it doesn't matter. Still getting a few of these little market more. And then we're getting the last of the French beans now, so nearly into October and still cropping, so not too bad. And the first beans actually are still cropping, as you can see. And in this bit, which is completely waterlogged, I've grown a few more lettuce, so they should just plod along slowly, give us a few bits of salad for the next month or so. So into this bit, still got some more of this American landcress growing, a bit more rocket. That's the first lot of American landcress, gone to seed now. Still take all these leaves, nothing wrong with it at all, it's nice and tender. A few more spring onions, everything got battered with this storm that came through with the rain. And the sweet peas have finally given up. There's plenty of pods on, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave them all to pod up, and I'll try and harvest my own peas for next year and grow some flowers from my own seed. But one real good success this year is the leeks. I've never known them grow as quickly and as big as this. If you can see, I've been taking them now. They're a cracking size, real decent sized leek. There's the odd one going to seed, but that's not surprising considering the strange year we've had. But yeah, really impressed with the leeks this year. I grew them a little way apart, further apart this year. Instead of 6 inches apart, I grew them about 9 inches apart, so that's made them a little bit bigger. But yeah, pretty good really. So that's about it, folks. Not a lot going on. Not a lot going on. A few leeks, carrots and bits and pieces left to pick, turnips and stuff, but we are nearly into October, so things do start slowing down. So that's about it, folks. See you later.